Hey everybody, I hope all of you are doing well. Just as I promised, an update about my doctor's appointment. So I had my doctor's appointment and I had this speech to give her and tell her how I felt like she was treating me like an ignorant fatty and all this stuff. But the conversation ended up going much differently and probably a lot better because I didn't say those things. But basically went in and I have lost. I've been keeping track of my weight because the fact of the matter is if you have a doctor's appointment, unless it's first thing in the morning, the weight isn't going to be accurate. You have fluids and solids in your system, and you're wearing clothes. I mean, technically speaking, if you want a really accurate weight of yourself, it needs to be first thing in the morning when there's nothing at all in your system and you don't have any clothes on. So, that being said, me keeping track, I've lost 13 pounds in the last 3.5 weeks, and I know it's going to slow down. It always slows down because I've been down this road multiple times. But so um, that's the update on that portion. She was really happy with the weight loss, and I mean, of course you're gonna be happy. You're my doctor, and I'm fat, and you don't want me to be as fat as I am. So yeah, sure, you're gonna be happy. But I discussed with her and explained to her again. I told her last time I was here, you tried explaining to me how the hormones work and how everything changes when your metabolism has been boosted and all this stuff. And it's not that I don't know this stuff. I do. I know it. I could tell you all this stuff in my sleep. I know it. But the fact of the matter is when no matter what you do, no matter how much you work out, how well you eat, how much you eat, you always feel hungry. Not just I'm bored, I want to eat, but legitimately hungry. Especially if you wake up at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and you feel hungry. That's not okay. And then I told her, there was a time where I didn't care, never cared, and I ate till I was full and then some. And living a habitual lifestyle like that, your stomach expands. And science has proven the stomach does not shrink. Some people can get used to not filling their stomach up all the way, but that's not the case for everybody. And so just because it works for some doesn't mean it works for everybody. It's all a matter of how the hormones talk to each other between the stomach, or basically the digestive system as a whole, and also the brain. And sometimes there's a bit of a disconnect, and there's really no true way of fixing it. And that's why weight loss surgery is so helpful for a lot of people. It's not that they can't exercise and can't lose weight. It's that I'm always hungry feeling. And as I explained it to her, who's probably never seen an overweight day in her life, I told her what you need to understand is it's not that people necessarily give up because they don't care. It's they get tired of feeling hungry, and that's when they give up. You know what? I'm tired of being hungry every single day. I've been hungry every single day since I started this goddamn diet, and I'm tired of feeling hungry, so fuck it. And that's the roller coaster I've been on. And I told her that. And so I went ahead and I also discussed with her, this is when I brought up weight loss surgery with her, and I told her when I lived in my home state, when I was about 19, 20 years old, I was actually approved. Went through the seminar. I got the approval through my health insurance to get weight loss surgery. And I got scared and I backed out. And I think it was, 19, 20-year-old person, that's a commitment in a way. And I was like afraid of that commitment, I guess. I feel like I'm ready to make that commitment because I feel like it is my last real chance at in a, something assisting me in succeeding in my goals. Because what I do, although it definitely works, doesn't work the way it's supposed to, and I need that extra assistance. And that's all I want. I know in a way it's asking for a lot, but in another light, it all depends on how you look at it, but in another light, if I get this surgery, God knows in the long run what could be saved in terms of medical expenses. Because the fact of the matter is when you're overweight or obese in my case, medical expenses are much higher than somebody who's in a relatively normal range and decent health. And we all know the implications that obesity has: diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, etc., etc. And so I discussed these things with her. I told her about the being approved back when I was 19, 20 years old, and me chickening out, and that I truly feel ready now. I really feel ready, and explained to her why. And she sat there and she listened to me, and she asked me if I understood the risks and the possible complications that are involved in the 3 different methods that there are to choose from, depending on which one or ones my health insurance will approve of. And I told her I've already been to the seminar. I've researched the 3 different possibilities, and I know what I want, and I know my backup in case what I want doesn't work out. But yes, I know the risks involved. I know the complications that are involved. I know what the long-term effects, positive and negative, are involved. And I accept all those things. That's how serious I am about this. And she said, okay, it sounds like you really have done your research, and went ahead and she sent the referral. So I have to wait 1 to 2 weeks before I find out what comes of the referral. So everybody cross your fingers. I feel like this is my first major hurdle, and it wasn't as major as I thought it was going to be today. Second major hurdle is the health insurance. And if the health insurance goes ahead and they say yes, then we'll start with the psych evaluation and all of that fun stuff. So that's my update, and I will let you all know. If I don't update before I find out about the referral, I will definitely let you know as soon as I find out something. So I hope all of you are doing wonderful, and thank you for watching, and thank you for everybody's support. I really do appreciate it. See ya.